Imagine you are riding back home in peace and all of a sudden you hear your car's glass breaking and then you get injured. Imagine how creepy and weird that would be. A man and a woman experienced that incident while driving on the highway. Now, take a look with us at woman warns other drivers after ride home takes scary turn. What happened to her and her husband would freak you out. But before we start, please make sure to subscribe to Did You Know and hit the bell so you never miss an upload from us. Also, leave a like right now. Tina Morales had experienced one of the most horrifying incidents that she has ever seen in her entire life. Thankfully, her husband was with her to save her. She said that she was with her husband in the car driving back home on Sunday. She also stressed that it was very early in the morning. In other words, if someone is planning for committing a crime or something, they would not do it in the morning, right? They were driving on the I-35 as they were leaving Austin, Texas. Suddenly, their peace was disturbed with a large piece of concrete getting thrown at their car. Of course, it broke the windshield and the glass went everywhere in the car, injuring the passengers. Tina had her neck injured severely to the extent that she thought she was shot. It came out of nowhere, and they could not in the least expect something like that to occur. The married couple explained that they even chose to drive on I-35 on the upper deck to avoid stumbling upon the thrown rocks incident that had spread around recently. However, they could not escape their fate. They were targeted when they approached Runberg Lane. Tina's neck kept bleeding and swelling. She saw a bubble in her neck and she was terrified there was something critical and that she would see a pulmonary specialist immediately. Thankfully, Tina and Kevin's condition was not critical, but that did not mean they should forget about what happened. Tina felt that she had a very big responsibility to warn people from taking that road. Her duty was to explain to people what happened to her so that they would be careful and take some safety precautions if it was necessary to take that road. Kevin, too, was left speechless when the rock came out of the blue and broke the glass. He said that they would never ever take that dangerous road again to avoid getting stuck in a similar life-threatening situation. It was really dangerous and risky. The thrown rock indicated that they were targeted. The person who threw the rock was picking slower cars that were all alone on the road and not just throwing rocks randomly, which made the whole situation scarier. It is said that the incident known as the rock throwing has injured 5 people and some have been diagnosed with severe injuries. Moreover, this incident takes place specifically on the weekends in the 30th and 40th Streets. But Tina's incident happened in the north where nothing like that ever happened before, so the mystery remained unraveled. Tina was devastated that they could not see the culprit who threw the rock at them. Furthermore, the detectives that were investigating and talking with different suspects did not come to a conclusion. In other words, no one knew who was responsible for this very evil behavior that ended up injuring innocent people. Kevin suspected that the thrower must have been waiting for a single car so that he can appear and throw the rock at his target successfully, or else if the culprit was in a vehicle, there must have been 2 passengers, someone driving and the other throwing the rock. Kevin also pointed to the necessity of modifying the road and putting some high fences that prevented those troublemakers from targeting cars. The authorities had to start taking serious reform measures to prevent the reoccurrence of such terrible incidents to save people's lives before the problem gets worse. The Austin police are doing their ultimate best to solve the problem, but it would be very difficult to get more cameras on that road since the cameras that are already there cost up to $44,000 to maintain them yearly. I believe Kevin and Tina did a great job by warning people from taking that road. People who are throwing those rocks at cars are really devoid of humanity and feelings. It is really evil to harm innocent people who are driving their cars safely and hoping they could just get back home to their families. The police have to take these incidents seriously and investigate more about who is responsible for that. What punishment do you think they deserve?